What up, YouTube? I'm just out here. Got the Malibu dash out. Trying to make my mind up of whether I want to leave that heat and AC box out and just run a delete plate until I get some vintage air for this one. Because it is broke. I'm just now noticing that when I got the dash out that the heat box is broken in half. Whoever ripped it out really just ripped it out. So I don't know if I want to take all this out and try to fit it in with the vintage AC when I get it, or just run no heat and AC. I at least want heat. One thing I hate is not having no defroster, but probably won't even drive it when it's cold. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not too fond of this shifter neither right now, but it's better than the original shifter to me, so probably use that unless it's not compatible with the 4L60. If it's not compatible, then it'll be gone and probably used for another project. But just trying to make my mind up. I see somebody's done tried to install or replace some things in here. I'm not sure. Got wires cut, wires spliced, and a whole bunch of other junk, so I'm not sure what actually all works or not. The one thing I hate when people get to cutting and messing with stuff in the dash and it ain't done right. So we'll be doing a little brainstorming on exactly what I want to do first. This stuff like this, it's just ran. It's all butt connected. This must be for the radio. More than likely it is. Yeah, that's radio. That's radio wires. Yeah, see, stuff like that. You could buy a $5 connector and have it at least looking a little bit more cleaner than just butt connectors, but I don't know. For some people, as long as it gets their job done, they fine with it. But like I said, probably end up removing it. I just don't like the not having no defrost. But like I said, I can get the vintage air and run they ducts and stuff, or try to make they ducts adapt to at least these ducts, because there's one duct hole that runs to the bottom, can have a line run over there to power up to blow the heat and air out of all of them. I think there might be, I don't think there's a separate one for the top vents. I think they all run into each other, so simple. That's already out, so just trying to make my mind up. Like I said, it's broke anyway, so here's one controller. There's another controller for the heat and AC actually in here, just sitting. See, a whole nother one. I said it's broke. Y'all really can't see, but it's broke. It actually don't look too bad, exactly. Well, this one might not be broke. The one they might have had in there previously might be broke. But still, I don't know if I'm gonna run it or not. Let's see. Yeah, that's the piece that's broken, the old one, which it don't look broke on this one. All the bolts and stuff still seem to be on it, so I don't know exactly. That's probably why it's another controller for this whole new box. It doesn't look cracked anywhere, so I don't know. Make some decisions up. It ain't nothing but cleaning it up, throwing some new gaskets in it, throwing it back in, and wiring it up to at least for me to have heat. See, I'm missing a windshield wiper, but oh yeah, and a windshield wiper motor. That's great. I hate when those are gone. Those are always a pain. As long as the wiring's there, which it looks like it's cut. Yeah, you gotta love this stuff, man. Get the cutting and splicing when they really shouldn't. Brake lines is cut. lot of stuff is cut. This was just a big block car. I guess they might have raced with it because they even cut the sway bar. So that wasn't a smart thing to do. The only thing they need is the right mounts. But that's the difference between people that know what they're doing and don't know what they're doing. That's why I said it had an aftermarket alarm right there. Clean up this wiring or either get a fresh new wiring kit. I don't know. But just a little update. I'm guessing it's a little something. Still need to get a hood. Might knock out this body work tomorrow if I'm really up to it. If not, I'm gonna at least try to get the transmission and cross member and drive shaft out of this car, because that's all that's left in it. We'll send the frame off to get sandblasted, and the car will go over there in this spot, so it'll be put on all 4 jack stands, put in the air. Try to take this frame that's underneath it right now out. Then that one will go back in after it gets powder coated. Slide it back in underneath it. So then I have this bay free to work on cars here and there while I'm still working on this, gathering a few more parts. But yeah, that'll be it for this update.